Hey everybody, Jason here. So, I wanted to get started by, first of all, telling you guys happy Friday. Hope everybody's had a great week, a great green week. It's been pretty good for us. Um, but I wanted to talk about a few things in the comments. One, I was asked, how do you roll out in Robinhood? And I will show that. I have way too many videos on doing it live, but I will do that today just so it's fresh and we can walk through. And I'll try to do it a little bit slower. Sometimes I'm just running through it because I'm making moves and just showing them. And the second one was about sending like alerts on trades that I make. So for a few reasons, I don't do that. One, I trade and I record these videos in the middle of the day. I have a normal job. So sometimes time is at a premium and I'm just trying to take advantage of a movement, or I want to get things done really quickly and I'm just making them, and I don't want to make the moves and then need to record them somewhere else, type them out, whatever, and send them. So that's why I don't do that. That's the first reason. Second of all, I make a lot of plays that I would not recommend anybody making. This account I play with a lot more. I have other accounts where I'm much safer, which those would actually be probably better to follow trades in, if you were to, or something that I would actually recommend. I mean, I make some of these that I feel are pretty safe and other ones that I don't. And thirdly, I walk through these and I try to explain my mindset, or like what I'm thinking. And really the key for anybody watching any of these videos, mine, anybody else's, is not to copy the plays one for one. It's to understand why somebody like me or whoever else, if they show a play, understand what they were looking at, why they made the play, what they were expecting. You'll see all kinds. Some of them are very high risk to reward. Some of them are very safe. Some people are just making them for income. Some people want slow, steady growth. Some people want fast growth. And some of them are absolutely YOLO, 1 in 100 chance. And if they hit, they're fantastic. And then they'll go post them on Wall Street Bets and say how I made 28,000 from $100 in 2 days or something like that, right? So those are all the reasons I don't do that. And I made a YOLO play yesterday. Didn't show it, but you'll see it here today because it's now worthless, and you can see how I threw away $500-600, and then also, like, even looking at that, I realize now where I made my mistake on it. So like for me, that was kind of that's learning for myself. We're all continually learning. Once you stop learning, there's no point. There's no point, because things are changing and you have to change with it. So anyhow, let's get into it. Up a little bit today. I think we're up a little bit today, down a little bit today. And part of the reason I think we'll pretty much either stagnate a little bit here or end up a little bit down to the downside. When I went back and looked at the charts on Tesla specifically, it looks like we need a little period of consolidation. I don't know over what time period that's going to happen. I expect a few days before we get any more movement to the upside. And the YOLO play I made was something to the upside. So this, let me grab my little pointer here. So this right here, this was my YOLO play. I bought a bunch of these call spreads for cheap. Maximum gain would have been about 27,000 if these happen to hit. But again, when I looked back at the charts after getting home, after market was closed and everything, I really saw my mistake with even thinking this could possibly happen. I mean, there's always a chance, right? So that those are just going to expire worthless unless something crazy happens. So getting into, though, a couple Tilray, a put and a call, both sold. These are part of the wheel that I'm running on Tilray. Right now they both look to expire worthless, and then Monday we will open up some more of those. We'll sell some more. And tomorrow we'll go through that play specifically, and I'll just kind of calculate my totals where we're at with that. Tapestry, these two calls, I've tried to roll those out, but I wasn't able to get enough premium to where I was happy with them. And I think today, I know we started up quite a bit on a lot of the retail names, so that may expire worthless. I might try to roll that guy out. So that's all we have expiring today, and I will go ahead and show, this is what rolling out looks like on a call. So this is, we have two of these guys, and this is a stock covered call. I own the shares, and I am just selling calls on them. So first we go to options. So we, take note of the date. Obviously expires today, and the strike price, it's call. We'll hit trade, go to options, and we'll look at today. So in order to, there's Shandi, my VA, love her. So we'll look at this call. This is the one. So we have to, since we sold two of them, we have to buy these back. On Robinhood, you have to either go up to the select button and hit that where you can X, or if not, you just long hold on it until it's selected. And then we go out to a further date. So we go a couple weeks out. And this is why I haven't rolled it out, because I want to roll out somewhere up here to grab a decent amount of premium. I don't think there's a whole bunch of interest at 48. 47 might be okay. I'm kind of curious what the, that's right, we can't look at the detail. That's the one thing that stinks about Robinhood. You can't look at the detail, like you can't look at open interest or anything while you're doing this. Let's see. Well, since we have a little bit of a pop-up, let's see if we can roll these guys out. I'll grab two of these guys. And see, it's an average price of 12, and it's just not worth it for me. These are, this is one of the problems I have with like running the wheel or anything, but we'll see if we can grab somehow $29 on this. It's a credit. I don't want to give up these shares. And we'll see if that happens to get filled. That one, I doubt, but we will look at other ones that are more likely to get filled. The ones that are expiring next Friday, those are the ones that we are going to roll out. And so this is DraftKings. This is a poor man's covered call. I own a Leaps on DraftKings, so I'm going to look to roll this guy out. So again, now we take note of the date, strike price, hit trade, look at the options, and we go find our guy. So we're going to have to buy. So we hit buy that one back, roll it out, hit sell, and we will come out, and then we can see what our credit should be, and we can do one of those, and hopefully we can grab another $14 on this call. And when you're rolling these out, keep in mind you have two different options. You need to buy one for enough money to make sense and sell one for low enough to where somebody wants to buy it. So that's why a lot of times that initial price, you have to lower it a little bit. So we can see if we can grab $13 here. And there we go. So that's filled. So that is a call rolled out. Oops. I don't like this change. And now we will look at rolling out a spread. So spreads, when you have a spread, let's see, I wanted to look at rolling out. Where's one that we can roll out here? How about this 590, 585? So a couple things we can do. On this credit spread, we could choose to just hit trade and close. And I think somebody asked how you close it. And it's that simple. You just hit close. You need to enter a price. Since you're closing it, you're paying for it. So whatever this says right here on the limit price, usually you have to pay a little bit more. So it says 30. You may have to pay 32 cents. You may be able to get away with 30, or if you wait a little bit of time, you may be able to close it. And then you could move, or not move, but then you could open up another one. And that essentially, those two moves together, that would be rolling it out. I like to do it all in one shot. Just there's no real good reason that I like to do it all in one shot, other than it's just quick. It takes the collateral and just moves it to another date. So that's what I'm gonna do, and that's what I'll show you here. So we're looking July 9th and the 590, 585. So we'll hit trade, view all options, July 9th, and we will scroll down till we find our strike prices. And here they are. So you can see the little minus here, plus here. That means we bought this one, sold this one. So we need to do the opposite. So since we bought this one, we'll need to sell it. So we can, since we're on sell put, we can just hold down, and then we're ready to sell that one. Go over to buy and hit this one. Now, one thing I notice, if you're watching this and learning how to do it, you probably won't have any problems because you're going to move a little bit slower. But what I have noticed is once in a while, if I'm on sell and I hit buy in this one real quick, sometimes it won't flip over to buy and it'll still be on sell. So when you get a little bit quicker, just be aware of that. Sometimes it doesn't react quite as fast. So we'll roll this guy out, and we'll just, we can go out a couple weeks here. We'll go July 23rd. And so with this one, we're going to roll it out and up a little bit. So we'll roll this to the 600. So what I did is I clicked the next date. And then we're going to sell the 600. So we just click on that guy, buy the 595, and that's it. So we've chosen all of our positions. We bought back the one that we sold on the earlier date, and we're selling the one that we had bought, and then doing the opposite a couple weeks later. And then we hit this button right here. And we can see, we can double check everything. So we can just make sure that that we have the correct buy and sell. And then it's always a good idea to make sure we're selling and buying the correct ones. I've made a ton of mistakes, and I know a bunch of people will make mistakes, especially when they're doing it quickly or when you're doing it at first. Just make sure that everything looks right. And the other kind of double check for me, since I've been doing this for a while and I play the same stock, and I kind of realize where my premium should be, I know this credit is about right. If this credit were to show $2, I know I did something wrong. If it showed 10 cents, I know something was wrong. So this, in my mind, is also, that's a quick double check. Just when you've been doing it a while, it's just kind of like logically. All right, so then we just go and hit continue. So that 60 cents, they say average of 62. So if we offer 60 cents, that's a little bit lower than what it came up with. So there is a chance we'll get filled on that. I'm saying there is a chance, that's right. So we'll hit review, swipe up, and this is your last chance to kind of double check everything. And then we'll see if it gets filled. And with Robinhood, I typically only wait a few seconds, partially because I just want to get it done. I have other stuff to do. I want to get it rolled out. And the couple dollars either way doesn't matter. But if I don't get filled here, I just hit replace order. You say, okay, it's going to be canceled. That's fine, because that's what we intended to do. And then I'll come back here and we will lower it a couple bucks, right? So now we're offering $58. And when we're offering, or excuse me, we're agreeing to receive this amount. This is the amount we're going to get paid. So when we're agreeing to take less money, that improves our odds. It's like if I'm selling you a car and I want to sell it to you for $1,000, and you're like, I don't know, but then I say, hey, how about 900 or 800? You know, there's a price where we're going to be in agreement there, and the lower price that I'm willing to sell it to you for, the more likely you're going to accept. So same thing with the market here. Swipe up to accept. And we got filled. So we did get filled for our $58. So we just collected $58 cash. That went to our account, and we moved that credit spread out a little bit. A couple weeks, and we moved it up a little bit. And then we're done. And now with the new and improved Robinhood, it goes back to this, which seems absolutely silly. But there you go. So since this is super long already, I am probably just going to do the rest like one by one. Actually, I need to get some work done, and I will probably do these later on through the day. But and maybe we'll record some more, who knows. But basically what I'm going to do today is I am going to roll all these guys out. My Gap, MGM, Palantir, this SPAC. Oh no, not the SPAC. This is one I sold. So this is actually a cash covered put, and I would like to get assigned on these. I want to add to my position. I already have 101 shares, but I will roll out the snap, and then I'll take a look at these. These I probably will not roll out yet. And then we actually have some calls that we sold, and this is a whole nother conversation to have. But basically I sold these calls, I sold this using the same premium as these put credit spreads. So like, for example, these 5 put credit spreads, a $5 strike, I have $2,500 worth of credit here, and then I have 7 here, so that's 35. So I have $6,000 worth of credit on the put side. And since you cannot lose on the put side and the call side, that premium I can sell a call credit spread at the same time for no additional capital. So I went ahead and did that yesterday, while Tesla was super far up. Hopefully that makes sense. We talked about this a little bit. I think it was maybe earlier this week when we were trying to help out John, and just talked about there's sometimes you can open up, basically it's an iron condor if you open up together, but whole nother conversation. Anyways, we're going on about 20 minutes here, which I think is too long for a quick video, a supposedly quick video showing what we're doing today. A little bit moved to the upside on Tesla. If it happens to rip up to 760 today, I would close these out way before then. If they actually gain some value, these are absolutely worthless right now. But yeah, then we'll make 28 grand for the day, but probably not. All right, love you guys. Hope you guys have a great day. Tomorrow we will live stream. We can talk through some of this stuff more, or get any specific questions answered. I do it somewhere between noon, 1 o'clock, 1:30 Pacific Standard Time. I hope to see you there. All right, love you guys, and let's make a lot of money.